I have an idea for an app. It's very simple, but it's very powerful. You go on your phone, you type in a bit of text, and you tell the app to generate you an image. You know, if I want a radish wearing a tutu, walking a dog, there's nothing out there. Well, until now. The main news this week comes from OpenAI, the research lab that was funded by Elon Musk. The researchers have created a neural network that can generate images based only on a text description. It's called DALL-E, which is a merger of the artist Salvador Dali and the Pixar animation movie WALL-E. In this video, we're going to touch on what DALL-E can actually do, how good is it, and the impact that it will have on the industry. DALL-E can do a bunch of things. The first one is to create illustrations and characters like you can see here on the screen. Another thing that DALL-E can do is combine concepts in plausible ways. DALL-E can also render text in a specific context. And finally, DALL-E can apply transformations to existing images. For example, you can give it a picture of a teapot and ask it to apply a pattern on top of that picture. Right now, the tool is a research project, so it obviously has plenty of limitations. For example, from what I can tell, it can only render images that are 256 pixels by 256 pixels. This is probably not enough for real-world use. Another thing that is limited is the fact that complex queries with a lot of terms, it just doesn't handle those very well. And we've seen plenty of examples in the demos of images that just don't look right. Despite all these limitations, DALL-E is obviously doing a great job. If we compare it with the tools that were existing 2 years ago and the research projects from 2 years ago, we can already see that DALL-E has made a huge jump. So I don't think we should judge the impact based on where the tool is at the moment. It's clear a research project. More stuff is going to be published. We're going to see the actual research papers soon and we'll be able to move forward. I think what we should do is actually try to project ourselves 5 years into the future or maybe 10 years into the future and try to reason a little bit about the impact of commercially ready products based on DALL-E kind of technology. So when it comes to impact, I have a few predictions, a few bets if you want. My first prediction is that in a few years' time, we will see either AWS, Azure or Google Cloud release a public API very similar to DALL-E, where you can insert your text description and it will just generate you a bunch of images. The other company that I think will be very interested in releasing a tool very similar with DALL-E is Adobe. And Adobe is interested in keeping creatives using the Adobe products, using the platform. Talking about Adobe, what's going to happen with the graphic designers? Are they going to lose their jobs? My answer to this question is that I don't think they will. Graphic design will become more accessible. Your everyday Joe will be able to go on their mobile phone, on their PC, computer, Mac, whatever, and they will be able to generate these kind of images. And I think your everyday Joe will stop there. Will just pick one of the images that have been generated by a computer and just use it in whatever way they want to use it. But graphic designers, the professional graphic designers, I think they will go a step further. Not only that they will get those sort of first input images, but they will be able to somehow iterate it, they will be able to change them. And I think a tool like DALL-E will help them tackle bigger projects, things that are a bit bigger than what they can do at the moment. So no, I don't think that graphic designers will lose their jobs. Another category of users that will obviously be excited to have a tool like DALL-E available is the bad guys. People that have generated all sort of deepfakes and fake news and fake images and fake videos. So something like DALL-E will just be another tool in their arsenal. But enough said about the bad guys. I'm not gonna give them ideas on how to use it. I'm sure they're very competent in their bad ways. There you go, guys. We've talked about OpenAI, we've talked about DALL-E, we've showed what it can do, we've talked a little bit about its limitations and the impact that it will have on the industry. I want to make this video quite light. I don't want to go into the technical details, but in the description I will include a link to a video that I think is very good at describing the technical details, and I will obviously include a link to the original article from OpenAI. But once again, thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one.